dog. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Rep My Block Show. It's your boy Grandmastar Monstar coming at y'all live and direct in the most advanced format ever. I'm here with my show host. Tell them who you are.
KeyIce. KeyIce in
What's
the building.
up?
What's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up, Key? How has your weekend been so far?
It's been great, super busy, but great. How about yours?
Good, good. I'm over here. I can't call it. I might spoil it. Ain't a thing but a chicken wing. Give me some grease and I'll give you a piece. What we got
Right.
to talk about today?
Well, we have a few things to talk about this week. As y'all know, Rep My Block Show is about what's been trending in entertainment over the past week. So we have a few things to discuss today. I think number
Right.
one, we should go ahead and definitely say a
Yo.
rest in peace for Rich Homie Quan. It was really sad to hear.
It's
I'm still shocked
homie.
about the news, but he did pass away a couple
Uh,
of days ago, and it was really sad to see that. He was
dang, man.
definitely
Every
a
week.
huge icon in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Every week it's been like for the past 3 weeks. First Beat King, then
Man.
Batman Scoop, now Rich Homie Quan, and it's our deepest condolences to his family and loved ones. It's definitely been a
Yeah.
shock. I haven't, just seen like memories that the different people have been posting about him. It really made me think about how much he was admired within the industry, because he was more of a low key artist, but he definitely was admired. Um, and I know that they had showed a clip from when Young Thug found out, Young Thug, he's been going through his case and he's in prison right now, but they had showed a clip of when he found out about Rich Homie Quan passing, and he was really shaken by that. But yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
It's upsetting how much we've been just having to report on this, man. Like, really take care of yourselves out there, man. Because, any day, anytime, really. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if
out.
if you're battling mental illness or anything like that, make sure you try to reach out to somebody. Try not
Is
to
that
hold
what
it
they
in.
said the cause of death was?
Overdose in his case, but most
Oh,
likely it was due. He because about 3 days before his death, he had posted something that made it seem like he was going through something, and but yeah.
yeah. I always say, man, do not be opposed to checking up on strangers. I cannot tell y'all how often people are quicker to check on my dog than to check on me. Like, check on your fellow human beings. I know it feels kind of weird, and at times you're thinking, oh, I don't want to get in someone else's business, but hello, how are you? Let me listen to you for 30 seconds. It's nothing wrong with that. Like, do
Right,
it.
exactly. And we do want to give a happy birthday out to Beyonce. Her birthday was September the 4th, and this is her
Hey!
photos. You know how all the celebrities they like to do their birthday photo
Yeah,
shoot. So
yeah, I
she
seen
she
the
went
photo
with this
the other
look.
day. I was like, I like that. Them
Yeah,
shoes, different, for real.
yeah, I'm really feeling the shoes, and it seemed like she really enjoyed herself. She showed some pictures of her, and then of course Jay-Z was in one of the pictures. They were just chilling. So yeah, it seemed like she had a great time. Happy
Yeah, she got
birthday
a
to
real
Beyonce.
vintage kind of vibe with that outfit. Like, you see that outfit? Like, that outfit's kind of
Yeah,
like giving me like I don't know, like 1960s retro vibe, kind of like TV
yeah.
1960s mom, George Jetson kind of deal.
Did you say George Jetson? I don't know
Yeah,
about that, but
like
that's a little.
that's
But
cool.
yeah, I'm really liking her retro vibe there for sure.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like
Yeah,
it. Let's
yeah.
get some claps going for the Queen Bee real quick, just one time.
Yes. You got the claps ready? Okay. That's what's up.
There we
Yes,
go.
yes.
But who's
And
our winner for this week at Freestyle Fridays?
yes, Freestyle Fridays winner of this week was D Paul. He is out of Sacramento, California. And
Okay.
he did a really good job. We don't have his video this week, but make sure y'all check it out on either our YouTube or Facebook. There
Okay.
is the whole video there for Freestyle Fridays. But he did a really good job, and he's only 20 years old. but he was going hard. Like he's going real
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Make sure y'all check him out.
Yo,
Congratulations.
congratulations. Let's get some claps going for our winner.
Yes, yes. Beanie Siegel.
Beanie Siegel. I was trying to pronounce that. I'm glad you said it
Really,
correctly.
oh my goodness, he's like a legend in Philly. He's definitely
Aha.
a Philly legend. Beanie Siegel, he used to be with Jay Z's label a long time ago as well.
Oh,
But
okay.
he's now owner of a new food truck in Philadelphia, and it's called Grab and Roll Wings and Bows.
Grab
And
and roll, wings and bows. What?
yes, I instantly thought of a song, and
Yeah.
it'd be cool if it'll be like grab and roll, wings and bows, da na na. You know that one song? Ain't nobody
Oh,
even
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, like it's that's his jam, ain't it?
no, it's Ti. That's
Oh,
Ti. But I said Young Joe, but Ti. But
damn.
yeah, that would be really cool if he did some type of jingle for that because that'd be nice. But he
Yeah.
was really excited. Some people were making fun of it, talking about how he go from rapping to owning a food truck. But I'm like, no, that's a good
Bro,
thing. He has his own business,
yeah.
you know, and he
Yeah,
can
that's
still do
a
music if
vibe.
he wants to still do music. It's not like he has to choose one or the other.
Hmm.
So
That's a
big shout
vibe.
out to Beanie.
Yeah, very good.
Yes, yes.
We need a
So hey,
trivia.
do
We
what?
need a trivia. We need a trivia
We should add
section
that.
for the show. That would be fun. Like build our
Yeah,
in this B. You know,
yeah, because we do have that. So yeah, we
we
should
be
actually
having the
put that
moments. Yeah.
together. Little Wayne he just announced that they're going to be doing a Little Louisiana Fest, which is going to be the Hot Boys reunion, their official
Okay.
reunion, and they're going to have some other artists at just a couple of opening acts. But the main thing is the Hot Boys are finally reuniting. I know this has been a big deal on and off because there have been some disagreements on how to do it, but they finally have agreed to something and they're going to do it. So
All right.
this will be happening real soon. The tickets were on pre-sale earlier this week. Y'all missed it now, but we did post it when it was on pre-sale. But make sure y'all check that out because that is coming real soon.
If I'm gonna keep doing these shows outside, I got to bring me some off, man, because I done been bit like
Really?
6 times
Wow. That's
already.
messed up.
Already, for
That's messed
real.
up. Sorry
Mosquito
to
bites
hear
are just
about
like
that. That's crazy. But the Little Louisiana Fest is definitely November 2nd. So you got some time to
for a
get some
second, y'all.
tickets. Yeah, at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans.
For sure. Be there or be triangle.
Right?
Rihanna.
Um, yeah, shout out to her because she's the new face of J'adore by Dior. And she's
Oh,
so beautiful. She's always posting these wonderful, extravagant
gorgeous.
videos, you know what I'm saying? And I think I really like the way that she showed this. It's just really elegant. And I was
Yeah.
really happy to see that she's the face of this new brand. And I mean, that she's the new face of the brand and that she's doing big things, continuing to do big things. So shout out to Rihanna.
Shout outs for
But
Shidori.
I know you want. You
How
said
to
what?
pronounce it.
Oh,
I
I'm
was
not quite
hard.
sure myself actually.
Giadore.
Jadore.
Adore.
I mean, when I look at it, I say Jadore, but I actually have not heard it pronounced out loud. But I'm pretty sure it's Jadore or something like that.
Okay.
Jadore. But I know we got a clip from. We got a few things. Crump. You want to talk about the Crump?
Oh yeah. Let's get into that
The
to that
clip.
hip hop crump
Okay.
is what I wanted to talk with y'all about today. You know,
Okay.
tie dye is out there at the fusion concept representing once again for the crump community. And if y'all don't already know, this goes way back to prior 2020 era when Fusion Concept was just a small event getting its start. And Kefton and Nelson versus Tight Eyes and Gritchka. Nelson and Kefton made a statement about crumping being a guerrilla dance movement, Like they did this during a dance battle, and Ty it didn't sit right with Tight Eyes and Grishka, and like ever since then, it's just been kind of this feud that goes on at Fusion Concept that they keep revisiting, and it constantly sheds a light on the question: is hip hop crump?
What
And our boy
the
Tight
clip?
Eyes,
You said, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're introducing the clip." My bad.
yeah, and uh, Tight Eyes actually addressed it. He gave us he dropped the keynote speech on us. So let's see what he had to say while I scratch my mosquito bites.
Crump is not hip hop. Hip hop is hip hop, and crump is crump. The difference between hip hop and crump is there's so many, but I'll just start off with the dance itself. Hip hop has different basics, different foundations, different things that make up the dance moves and the dance style, whatever it is. For some people, it may be lifestyle or culture. I'm just tackling the dance part of it. Crump has totally different foundations, fundamentals, basics, everything. The dance crump is different than the hip hop dance. There's nothing more I can say to explain that. Look at hip hop and look at crump. Total difference. When did crump get mainstream? It was a fight to get it mainstream because it was so different. So this is the first issue that we ran into as a movement, trying to break into the industry where you weren't considered a real dancer if you weren't dancing on tour or if you weren't dancing for this artist or this music video. We're coming into a hip hop dominated industry. Crump comes in.
Yeah, as he said, crump is not hip hop in the sense of a dance style. It is not hip hop, and I totally agree in the sense of the dance style. But as he went on to say in the video, that Papa hip hop is what birthed uh, dance styles like crump and like breaking and like popping. These dance styles would not exist without the culture of hip hop. But is crump style of dance the same style of dance as hip hop? No. Okay,
Interesting.
it's
Now,
been
this
said.
is the first time I've been hearing about this because whenever I see it, especially if it's in a hip hop song, then I always assume
Yeah,
it's a form of hip hop dance. So if it's not, so it's crump. Are they saying that crump is like its own genre,
crump.
or
Yeah, that's a
okay,
good word to
let
use.
go?
I think when we talk about this, it's really a matter of semantics and
Hmm.
terms. The matter it's really that's what's we're we're really addressing here. And I'm glad that Tight Eyes took that moment to say the actual words that we all needed to hear, which is he's addressing it as a dance style. As a dance style, crump and hip hop are two totally different worlds. They come from totally different energies. Crump itself, kingdom radically uplifting, mighty praise is what crump stands for, and hip hop
Oh,
is
okay. Repeat
yeah,
that. I want to put it in the comments. What's it stand for again?
kingdom radically uplifting, mighty praise. That's the acronym of
Oh,
crump, which is
okay.
not exactly what that acronym came after crump became a culture, became a thing.
Uh huh.
But before it was a culture, it was a dance movement. It was a dance style. And you did it to hip hop music because that was the only thing that existed when crump was coming into his birthing place. Now, when you talk about crump as a culture, crump has its own rap. It has its own style of rapping. It has its own style of DJing. It has its own style of producing. But just as I said, those are elements of hip hop. Things that if hip hop had not been born as a culture, crump would have never had those things to use itself. So I just want to make sure that that's being understood. That's what Tight Eyes is saying. He's saying that crump is his own dance style, that has been fighting for a seat at the table with Papa Hip Hop, because Papa Hip Hop
Interesting.
has not been giving the proper like one-upmanship to Crump. It took Crump a long time to get the respect that it's gotten in the mainstream. Uh, that is still collecting to this day.
Okay.
When
And
you think
so,
about Crump, what do you think?
well, I think like you said, it has to do with the semantics of it because when I think of it, I definitely I correlate it with the both the dance and the music at the same time. Whereas from what you said, it with you being a dancer, I definitely see how you're thinking more along the lines of it, mainly as dance, but I have to link it. The only way I can really understand it myself is just by linking it to hip hop directly or to any
Mm-hmm.
song, just to any song. So I think I think that that's something. I think it would be good. Okay, would you say that is such a thing that it should also even be classified as its own separate genre within the um the actual platforms, like as far as music categories or
Yeah, like I was
music?
saying, Crump
Hmm.
has its own rap, even just like
Really? Like
when
what
we
song?
there's a few you had like it's still underground, it's still
Uh-huh.
not mainstream, so a lot of the artists you wouldn't exactly know. A lot Tight Eyes himself is one of the artists of Crump music, but it sounds like hip hop, except with a higher. It has a different vibe to it. All right, so hip hop has a certain taste to it, but just to bring it full circle back to what we were saying about it being a different dance style. That's usually what people are saying when they say Crump is hip hop. They're saying that Crump is a dance style, is hip hop dance style, but it's not hip hop dance style. Hip hop
Oh,
dance
okay, I
style
see. I see.
has different fundamentals, different foundation, different body movement, body motion. Crump is about arm swings, it's about chest pops, it's about jabs, it's about stomps. Hip hop is about bouncing, it's about rolling, waving, like those sorts of movements. So
I
that's why it's
see.
two different worlds of movement, and that needs to be explained because when we talk about hip hop, we're not talking most of the time when people talk about hip hop, they're not talking about dance. They're talking about MC, DJ,
Right. Yeah, they
those
are
type of
most
things.
times.
They're
Yeah.
not talking about graffiti and breakdance. Even breakdance music itself has a different vibe to it than mainstream hip hop. Like if you ever listen to a couple of artists that just came out named Joey Valence and the other guy's name is escaping me, but they make breakdance music. They make music that's literally like you should be breakdancing to it.
Okay. Okay, so I'm understanding a little bit better. But yeah, yeah,
Okay.
definitely when people say crump is hip hop, yeah, I could see, yeah, it's definitely not the case. Yeah. So I see what you're saying there. But yeah, I think that's a topic, because again, y'all, we talk about topics that have been trending over the past week. So this is something that has been trending, and we wanted to definitely bring light to it. But
Oh
that's
yeah.
that's really interesting, and I think that it would be good for them to like bring it out more, in the scope of things for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that Tight
Yeah,
Eyes finally took time out to actually break it down and give his professionally qualified opinion on the
yeah,
whole ordeal, you know.
most def.
But in other news,
Yeah, in
meanwhile,
other news, Ralo and Boosie, they were kind of going back and forth because of something Ralo said on one of his IG lives. Ralo
what did
had went live talking about. He basically was saying, he was talking about his a lot of different things, but he was talking about one of the things was his goals, and he was like, I
yeah.
don't want to be a rapper at 40, 50 years old, still on stage like Boozy. That was, that's not perfect, saying it verbatim, but that's basically what he said. But right
Oh,
after he said that on his live, he did say, not that I'm downing Boozy. He said like he
okay.
was like, not that I'm downing Boozy because I am a
A fan.
I'm cool with Boosie or whatever, but
Yeah.
Boosie took it a certain. Of course, he's gonna take it a certain way because
Yeah.
why would you say that on a live? If you
Yeah.
don't mean it that way, why would you say it at all? You know, that's how I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah. Or why
But
wouldn't you give the disclaimer before you said it? You know. Like,
yeah.
like,
So Boosie, he went on his X, aka Twitter account, and
uh-huh.
he went off on him a little bit, and
Oh,
he basically, it's really long. We posted his response on our page, so y'all could check that out. But they ended up going back and forth on Twitter for a while about that because Boosie was like, "Man, you ain't been." He's basically kind of saying you ain't been really relevant. You know, you
ooh,
should stick to trying to be a CEO versus. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, because Ralo did also say he was like, I'd rather be a CEO around that age. You know, and he said like Birdman or
yeah.
QCP. You know, he was naming some people like he would like to be like around that age.
Uh-huh.
So you know, again, if I was Boosie, I would have felt a certain way about it too, the way he
Yeah,
said it.
you kind of sound like you throwing him under the bus.
But at the same time, Ralo speaks. If y'all know anything about Ralo, he tends to talk a certain way, and he even gives a disclaimer about this. He says he even told everybody he was like, "Yeah, y'all, I tend to just kind of like blurt things out sometime." And
Yeah.
it's like I really don't really be meaning nothing by it. So he says that. So if you really know Ralo, then you would know that. But Boozy still felt a certain way in any case, and it wasn't good. So they went back and forth. But Rallo did just post this picture right here on his Instagram of both of them because they go way back, and
Okay.
so it's a long story. Y'all really have to get into it, but it's a long story. I'll just say that he basically, sorry, that's my dog, but he was basically saying, just keep it real. He's like, just telling everybody, just keep it real. Everybody shouldn't be taking offense. If you see your homeboy not doing right, then make sure you telling them that they're not doing right. You know, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Because he
Yeah.
did later, throughout this whole exchange, he did say some things about Boozy, because he has a pending federal gun charge right now, and
Yeah.
he had said some stuff about him trying to get somebody else to take the. He said some stuff like I was
Uh,
like, wait a minute, why are you saying all this stuff on social media of
yeah.
all places? So yeah, he was saying some stuff. So at the end of it all, he posts this picture. So I'm like,
This
yeah.
right.
But definitely something to check out, y'all. And we have it on our page, so you can check it out there. But if you want the real scoop on it, go to Rallo's page or Boozy's X, aka Twitter page.
Boozy badass.
Finesse2tymes has been trending because
What happened?
last week it always happens. I noticed a lot of this stuff happens right after our show on Saturday. So this happened last Sunday.
Well, Saturday is like the busiest night for entertainment. That is when everybody's out and like doing stuff. So it's the best
Yeah,
time for drama.
right. And so Finesse
Spill
two
the tea.
times,
Spill the tea.
as y'all know, he likes a poly relationship. He's into that polyamorous stuff.
Uh-huh.
Mind you, he's in the US, so that's not really a thing here. So that's why it's like a big thing when he does talk about it. People are like, ooh, their eyes are all on it. But he
Yeah.
went live with both of his current girlfriends, Sugar, who recently had his child, his baby mama, and then his other girlfriend, BBJ. They went on like a 2.5 hour live on on Instagram, and he was basically okay. They started off like all happy and stuff, and
Oh,
then
happy
he
day.
yeah, and then he actually got on them because they
Uh-oh.
started talking about like complaining about or arguing about who's the HBIC. And
Uh-oh.
HBIC stands for head bitch in charge.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
they
shit.
were kind of like, it's basically the woman that's like the the big one in the relationship, like taking control of most things.
And who was it?
Well, a lot of people are saying BBJ wants to be that, but a lot of people are saying Sugar is that.
Uh-oh. It's 50-50, y'all.
Yeah, so it's just been a lot of mess. But he was trying to hash it out with them on the live, and we do have a clip from the whole discussion. So here's a little clip.
Flip.
Push
Oh
your
my.
ass up. Come in the camera. I need to see y'all. Come in the camera. Come on. You come in the camera. Both of y'all come in the camera. Don't waste my shit. Come in the camera. Come in the camera. I don't snatch my shit. Come on. Come over here. Come over here. Y'all ain't in the camera, bro. I got faith in both of y'all, bro. You gonna make me dump you on your motherfucking
Hey, don't do that. They keep saying that. They say you need to send us on the trip together by ourselves.
Y'all ain't gonna do nothing but be quiet. And leave me with the baby. Cause that's just what she do.
Who?
You.
What I do? Oh God, I ain't doing. I'm talking, playing with you.
I don't play. Nigga.
Yeah, so as you can see, like the whole live was like that. There was a whole bunch of quiet times, and
Uh-huh.
then when they were arguing, though, they were arguing for that little minute, and then it go real quiet again. He was treating them like little kids, and I was like, "This is crazy, like super crazy." But he's literally treating them like little kids, and like like with Sugar, his baby mama, he's like, "I
Yeah.
taught you better than this. You supposed to ride with me," like,
Uh-huh.
like and then BBJ, he actually was more I felt like he was showing a little favoritism towards her on the live
Yeah.
because it's just really weird. It was just a
Yeah, it's a
weird
different
thing.
dynamic of a relationship. Like when you have a monogamous relationship, there's two powers rolling around. But when you have a polyamorous relationship, you're dealing with more than just two powers rolling around, and there has to be a mitigator. There has to be a mitigator, and there has to be balance. Like someone mentioned in the comments about them going on a trip together, and that's
Right.
probably what they need. Because if the two females are not, or if the two males, or whoever is the outnumbered party, or the overnumbered party, is not getting along with each other, that's where the problems begin to manifest and fester. And it's important for everyone to have that sense of uh, equality in the relationship. Other than that, you don't have a relationship. What are y'all relating on? If you two can't relate, then how are we all gonna relate? I might as well just be seeing y'all in different time zones. This is
Yeah.
not gonna work under one roof. It's definitely a different power dynamic, and it takes a special energy to deal with that kind of energy, for real.
Yeah, special type of person for that.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see how it works out with that situation. And for those that aren't too familiar with it, BBJ was part of the same relationship, but with another. So he had three girlfriends at the time, and she was
Mhm.
kicked out of the relationship back
Oh,
then. That was like 8 9 months ago. So
yeah.
she's just now coming back, but this is after he's only been with Sugar for this 8 to 9 months. So
Uh,
Sugar, she had the baby and stuff. She's in her mother mode with him. like this is me and my baby's father who I love, and so he's just bringing BBJ back out of, well, she probably feels like out of nowhere after all this other drama had went on.
Yeah.
And so it's really awkward situation, and
Yeah.
I definitely could see how she could feel a certain way, but at the same time, he mentioned on the live, he was like, he kind of felt like she was tripping though, because he was like, we've had four in our bed before, like, and I was like, whoa, you know, and
Yeah.
he's like, we've had four in our bed before, so why are you tripping over this? And he was like, you know, regardless, I'm gonna be with BBJ. She could be in this house or she could be at another house, but I'm gonna be with her regardless because I love her. I was like, dang.
Yeah,
So
but that's real. That's real. A lot of men don't have uh that type of honesty in their body to admit what's going on within themselves, and that's why a lot of cheating occurs, you know, because a lot of men
true.
are not being honest with who they actually are because they're afraid of the recoil. They're afraid of not being able to fit in to society in a certain way, and the thing is, everybody's not the same, you know. And the more we allow ourselves to actually be ourselves, which is why I love the Pride movement and I have a lot of love for that movement, is because it's a lot of people who are not afraid to be themselves and go against what is the status quo. You know, monogamy might work for some, but that doesn't mean it works for everybody, you know. And how will we know how to navigate these realms if we don't have these types of conversations, if we don't have a safe space to have that kind of conversation?
Yeah, I definitely hear you on that. I also think that, you know, when you live in a country where that's not the norm though,
Mm-hmm.
then you shouldn't be surprised when people are talking about it, you know, at the same time,
Oh yeah,
because
not at all.
um I think sometimes he might get defensive over that. And I'm
Mm,
like, well, that's not even the norm here, you know? Whereas if maybe you live somewhere else where it is the norm, maybe, you know, it would be more of a thing. But I
yeah.
definitely think that, you know, as long as, you know, like you said, a lot of guys probably aren't open enough to be honest about it. Because
Mm,
you know, with the way the rate, you know, if you look at the relationship rates in the US,
mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of guys probably really want that. They probably really want that poly relationship scenario. They're just scared
Can you
to
handle it? Is
say
the
it.
question. Can you
Yeah,
handle it? Yeah, it's not all it's chalked up to be. It looks fun on the outside, but a true
yeah,
relationship requires honesty, communication, and loyalty. You know, like
yeah,
you gotta be able to have those things to have a relationship. You know.
yeah. And I'm sure, you know, there's a lot of females that would like that type of situation as well. So
Exactly.
it's one of those things where they just have to speak up and say, hey, this is what I like, and
Exactly.
are you down for are you down for it?
I agree.
They don't say it like that, but yeah, it's pretty much that.
I agree. And I
So,
was gonna say it's more than just the bedroom sort of idea, like of
oh
being
yeah, just the whole
TV.
living
It's the
situation.
roof. It's the roof over the head. Yeah, it's the whole living situation itself. You know, once you get beyond, I mean, because the bedroom is one thing that's pretty easy to be honest, but the living situation is where the true chess game begins. You know,
Yeah, but
like she said, who's the head bitch in charge?
true, true.
Which of us is leading the pack?
Right. It's yeah. I'm. You know, they actually they posted a video together a couple days ago. I'll speak on that a little bit when we talk about the new releases because I kind of feel like the whole 2 hour thing was leading up to his release. He just dropped something the other
Oh,
day, but I know we
oh,
got a b-boy event that I know we want to talk about that's been
oh.
trending as well. You want to go
Oh,
into that?
absolutely. So Battle Wire, hosted by Mach 3, which is an amazing b-boy. If y'all ever get a chance to check him out, please go and check him out. He's phenomenal to learn from. He's always dropping awesome tutorials on Instagram, and he hosts a battle app called Battle Wire for b-boys to test their skills up against one another and have you, the audience, vote and see who wins. Outside of that, this post was about the fact that sometimes in the dance industry there are things that happen that are unfair, and I'll let the clip do the rest of the talking. Do we have a clip? Can we roll the clip? All right.
Yeah, we have a clip.
All right. Cool.
Hey, call me Jude.
Round two.
Okay, this is actually a different clip.
Whoa,
This
what?
right here is the Jordan Flight event with this round right here is from Larry. And if y'all know anything about me, I love when a dancer knows a song. Just listen to the way that Larry listens to this song right now. He goes crazy on it.
What? You crazy, guys, you crazy.
Come on, are y'all listening? Wait, here we go. Ah. Oh, wait, we not done. Come on, bro. Come on. Are y'all listening? Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Done with him. That was so lit. I love the way the twins listen to music, man. I absolutely love the way that the twins listen to music. I actually kind of like
That was nice.
the intro.
Uh-huh.
That was the intro I gave was for another clip that we had, but that was for that right there was the Jordan Flight exhibition battle between Les Twins and X Crew out in.
Okay.
And that went so hard. I just wanted to bring that on because, man, the way the twins listen to music is absolutely phenomenal. I learned a lot from watching them when I was first coming up, and I'm still learning a lot today. Like, I think I'm even younger than those guys, but, man, they have done rings around the world. And you can tell when you watch them dance to music, especially music they know. You know, as a dancer myself, I always say, if you know the song, you better kill that joint. I don't care if you're the best dancer in the world or just the best dancer in your family or the best dancer at the table. If you know that jam, I better see it when you go ham. You know?
Yeah, that was
What do you
really
think?
nice. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I always like sometimes when I see certain moves, I try to do them myself. I'm like, oh no, I feel like you gotta do like you gotta do certain stretches or something like to move your chest like that. I always look at that. I'm like, how do they do their chest like that? Like, what type of exercises do you have to do for that?
Shoulders back,
The
chest out,
stretches.
chest
Uh-huh.
in, shoulders back, chest out, chest in. It's all in the shoulders. It's an illusion.
Oh, it's all in the shoulders. Okay. So if you know what to do with your shoulders, then the rest kind of like flows with it or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You gotta,
interesting.
you gotta put the shoulders back, and that'll make your chest pop out more.
Okay, okay. I already have a song in my head with you said when you put your shoulders back, like a song that will tell people how to do it. But yeah, ooh.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
I'm thinking of I'm always thinking of songs to make y'all. But anyway, um, let's talk about what's been going on because this has been a big topic among a lot of people that have been becoming digital creators, influencers, or
Okay.
things like that. And so let's talk about what's been going on with that.
Yeah, that's what I was uh, bringing up just a moment ago before we
Oh,
played the.
okay.
Actually, that was this topic right here about how a lot of creators or a lot there's some content creators out there that create content based off of other channels. You got reaction channels, you got channels that are based off of just posting what happens at other people's events, and then they'll repost that. So a lot of dancers don't get paid for a lot of the views that happen on those channels. And one of the well-known dancers in the community named Mach 3 had brought up a good point about how if I as a dancer reach out to one of these platforms and say like, hey, I saw you used my clip in your in your reel, and I just wanted to know if you could also promote this clip too. Instead of it being sort of a pro bono kind of idea, they kind of want to end up charging you after, they didn't really give you any of the compensation that they made off of posting your clip in the first place. What do you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's especially with the way the internet is set up. Like this internet is crazy, y'all. It's crazy,
Yeah,
and
it's
I
the
think
Wild Wild
that
West out here.
it definitely is. You know, especially when these different social media platforms they don't want to work with each other. It makes it even harder, especially if somebody pulls a clip from one platform and posts it on a different platform. And so it's really hard to like manage that type of thing as far as I'm thinking along the lines of somebody, the owner, you know, like Mark Zuckerberg or somebody like that. But I think from within the fact, like within the Meta platform, I do think that they have a great way that they're trying to go about it by, you know, they have what's called the Meta Creator Community, which is a Facebook group that you can join, and they discuss this type of thing between all of their products. So they own Instagram as well. So any Instagram creators, you know, you could join this group to talk about it there about, you know, ways that you can flag. Basically, the creators, you can flag certain videos. So if you see a creator, another creator using your content, and you know you didn't grant them permission or just don't want them to, they have a copyright form. You know, a lot of people think of copyright in other forms. They don't really think about it along the lines of like digital media content creation. But you actually can file a copyright claim on anybody that reposts your material without your knowledge or permission. And you can get it taken down. You can get their video taken down, and you can also they have something coming up where they're going to be flagging it within their AI system. They'll be flagging the content automatically, and they'll give credit to the original poster. But the caveat to that is that if the creator, you know, just say if the creator posted it on their TikTok and then somebody else saw it, you know, that person, because a lot of people don't have Facebook or Instagram. Well, a lot of people have Instagram and TikTok, but not necessarily Facebook. So if a Facebook creator sees it over on TikTok and posts it on their Facebook, then that's where the system wouldn't catch it, because they don't even, you know, they don't look at what's on TikTok. But the thing with TikTok is most of those videos have the little TikTok logo. So they don't pay, they don't, you know, Meta, they don't pay for TikTok logo material anyway. But some creators are getting around that, where they'll grab the video from TikTok without that logo on there and still post it over on Facebook or Instagram, and they would still get credit. And, you know, they could be monetized from that. So it's kind of like you kind of have to, you know, especially for creators that are, you know, wanting to be super big and stuff like that, you kind of have to become your own manager and actually look for things like that, because the platform's not going to do it for you. But I mean, if it's within Meta itself, Facebook or Instagram, they're definitely working on a system to better manage that themselves, which is good. So, you know, because like a lot of people that I see in the Meta Creator Community group, they're complaining about celebrities posting their stuff. And I'm kind of like, honestly, I kind of feel like, yes, you can complain, but at the same time, a lot of these creators that are complaining, they're also monetized on their own pages. Of course, celebrities, they're automatically monetized because they already have millions of followers. So I'm like, why are you complaining about celebrities posting it when they're actually giving you credit? You know, most of the celebrities that post it, they'll put their they'll put their handle, and they're giving the creator credit. I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them do that. So I'm like, you're actually bringing awareness to your platform, and how do you know how many of those their followers are not coming over to your platform and hitting that follow button? You know, so I could see it with the smaller platforms, like, you know, the no name brands doing it where they're mad about that, but not with necessarily celebrities, because I feel like it's actually helping them when celebrities repost.
Yeah, there is some means of exchange going on there. You know, maybe not in the dollar sense, but in the sense of pro bono kind of idea, that's definitely something that goes a long way. Awareness and influence goes a long way. I didn't know that about Meta. That's pretty cool that that exists, because this is one of those issues that's going to take some proactive care from us as artists to kind of influence the game, because it's just like with the whole AI content creation. I have seen so many channels already out there of AI content creation where AI is like being used to run like the whole channel. Like there's this channel called
Yeah.
these Neville Goddard. Um, they do these Neville Goddard audio books, and I noticed that it was AI that was actually being used to do Neville Goddard's voice. It's not actually him speaking, and I was like, dang,
Crazy.
that's crazy. If I wasn't as savvy as I am, I wouldn't have known that this is what's happening right now. So it's a good thing that stuff like Meta exists. I'm glad that you mentioned that.
Yeah, and, you know, and it's an ongoing thing because they have a lot of wrinkles to iron out, and they actually haven't fully launched it yet. They're still working on that system that will automatically detect it. But I think it's really important because it is becoming a problem, especially the AI. Like that's a whole nother topic. I'm actually starting to get upset by some of the AI content I've been seeing because they
Running in.
also have they literally have a flag you're supposed to or a tag you're supposed to put on those
If it's
posts. Yeah, if it's uses
what?
AI, people aren't using it. I mean,
Uh,
you know, they're not using it because they know that those things are going lower in the algorithm. Like they're not pushed as much. But I'm
yeah.
like, it's clear that they're AI, and
Yeah. If there's no actual repercussions for not using the flag, people aren't going to use it. I wouldn't.
right.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm from Detroit. So I'm used to doing things like street
She said
style.
I'm from Detroit.
To like I'm used to like going around the rules, like, and because you kind of have to sometimes to get, where you want to go. Some rules are made to be broken, and if there's no repercussions that are going to exclusively keep one from violating said rules, then most people are not going to follow those rules. I mean, trust me, the world is full of great, good people, but good people still make bad choices.
Yeah, they do, and yeah, I mean, I think for most people, and then a lot of times because they have a lot of little buttons at the bottom, and it's like people just don't really think about it either.
And that
Just
too, yeah, that
taking
too.
up for the people that don't realize it because I I actually didn't even notice it was there a thing until I saw somebody's post that had it on the top because when you do add that tag on there, it says it right next to like the date or something like that. It'll say
Gotta love
AI.
people.
Yeah. So
Gotta love people, man. They make the world go round. For
yeah.
real.
So it's just one of those things you just got to be on the lookout for. But definitely, if you're a content creator, digital creator, it's definitely good to. Well, first of all, you want to have a goal for your brand because I know a lot of digital creators that they're literally grabbing everybody. Like their page is about grabbing other people's content. Like that's what their platform is. I'm like, that's okay as long as you're getting permission. But if you're not getting permission and you see somebody else's post that's viral and you're just grabbing it to make it viral on your page, that's
Yeah.
not cool. Because
Oh
there's a
yeah, and that
lot of
happens
pages like that.
Yeah, that happens all the time. That's what Mach 3 was talking about. He was talking about how that in the dance community, that's just a normal thing. Like, and then dancers don't receive any compensation for that video, and it's already a, I won't say difficult, but it's definitely a challenging world to make money in the dance community. It's not a broke community, but it is a broken system, and it does
Yeah.
need some help uh, to set up boundaries and stuff like that, because first of all, I really don't get what people think like it takes to dance. Do they think we just like breathe and then like we can do it? Like no, like you gotta train, bro. So like you're asking for 30 seconds of work that took somebody 11 years of their life to produce, and then you think that,
Sure.
and then people will think that a $50, gift card to Starbucks is enough. And it's like, no, after a certain degree, I got to pay bills too. And I would love to pay them with, actual money, not
Yeah, you're right.
just a $50 gift card from Starbucks.
You're right. And we do have his, because I know we've been talking about it so much, I forgot to show the clip. We do have the clip of Mach 3 talking about this. So let's go ahead and roll that clip.
All right. We all know that views equals money in this day and age. Views and followers equal money. You get a certain amount of views, you get a certain amount of money. All right. Now you got these pages on Instagram and on YouTube, and all they do is they repost your footage. They repost B-boys and B-girls from every jam. They'll just repost them, and they getting money. And one thing is, it's all right that they're getting some money because, you know, they are spreading breaking, they're spreading the word, you know what I mean? Other people that would have not otherwise seen this footage or know anything about breaking, they might see it because of this footage. So that's cool. But here's the thing. They don't give nothing back to the community. They making that money and they pocket it. And not only that, when somebody from the community goes to them and goes, hey, I got this little project right here. Do you mind sharing it? Then they want to go and charge you. They want to tax me. Now, these motherfuckers have just posted me a couple months ago, posted a clip of me getting down, doing some power moves. All right. That's for them. They get all the views. They get all the money if that video makes any money. Now, the same person is asking them, yo, my man, I got a thing, you know what I'm saying? And now they're gonna try and charge me. Like, that shit is really crazy. We need to start taxing these people, you know what I'm saying? Or just tell them, you can't post me. You can't post my footage, B, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are called culture vultures. That's what this is, okay? Straight up, 100%. And y'all know exactly who you guys are.
Yeah, you know, he really digs into it. And again, you know, his video is focused more on the dance community aspect of it, but it's happening for everybody. It's happening across the board.
Yeah, it reminds me of the video we brought up a couple weeks ago of Snoop Dogg talking about the same thing about streaming services not adding up to the streams not adding up to the compensation for it.
Yeah, it really does, because everybody wants a cut of what's popping, basically. So that's kind of how you can summarize that. And it's definitely an issue in the community. And I don't even know about TikTok. I don't know if they have. I haven't seen anything as far as like if they have a you know, what do you call it? A feature that will detect that type of thing. I think they're just. Honestly, my real quick about TikTok, I will say, I think that they want us to be, because it's banned in their own, you know, it's banned in China, it's banned in their country. So I think they want us to be like all in a huff about it.
At odds.
Yeah, I think they do. I think they don't care, and they're like, they love it. I think they love it. So that's another thing about TikTok. I make sure, like me personally, every video I post, I put my handle on there because of that. I already know somebody at some point might want to steal it or something like that. So I'm already put my handle, and I put it in a place where you like can't avoid not using my handle, because people are going to steal your stuff. And I suggest that other creators do that, especially if, you know, because I think if it's really good, then pages will grab it anyway. But at least if they grab it, your handle is right there, so people will know the original creator, you know.
Yeah. I know Clapper is an app I started using when TikTok was having that whole like oh, we're about to shut down thing. And I know on there they have a AI software that detects watermarks from other platforms, and they won't push it. They will not push the video. As soon as the AI detects it, it stops pushing it through the algorithm. And I'm like, dang, that's real. So I had to start
like that. I think that's really good, and I think that's a good thing for sure. But let's go ahead and talk about what we got for new releases. There weren't that many noted this week, but they were talking about. There was one drop. And again, I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but Finesse2tymes, he's out of Memphis, Tennessee. He recently dropped Kisses and Hugs, and it's an EP. It has 3 songs, and it's all about, well, the fact that it's called Kisses and Hugs, I kind of feel like he for sure wanted people, like he knew that live was, because that video went viral, that live video. So he has 3 songs loaded on it, and it's called Kisses and Hugs. That's one track. And then he has Show That Work, and that's featuring Glorilla and Rob 49. And then Pretty Ricky is the other track.
Okay.
So he's
Love
definitely he actually had his girlfriends in different videos for that. So the Kisses and Hugs video, he posted one with his girlfriend Sugar, who like when she was pregnant, he had some clips from that when he promoted that video, and then Show That Work, he had both of his girlfriends twerking. So
Oh,
he's definitely
hallelujah.
using them in his music promo.
It's family business. We
Yeah.
like
Another one that this drops back in August. So this was August 23rd. But we did speak about him today, so we want to shout his latest released out, Ralo. He dropped Welcome Home. It's a full album. He's out of Atlanta. And it's a really good album, y'all. Actually, I'm not much of a Ralo fan, but when I checked out that album, I was like, yeah, I'm vibing to this. There's at least 6 tracks that I like a lot. We did play some tracks over on Home Base Radio, so y'all could check them out across the brand.
all right then.
Radio.com. Megan Thee Stallion is going viral on her latest drop because it features RM for BTS and it's called Never Play. The whole video is basically comic, like cartoon. Like it's really cool, actually.
Okay.
Feeling it. And I think you mentioned a while back that she probably should have her own anime brand or something like that, didn't you?
Yeah, her own anime brand or something.
I feel like it's coming. Like after this latest album and stuff, I feel like that might be coming because
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised,
yeah.
especially she's a big fan of anime, and she's got money. This is what I would do.
Yeah, I mean for sure. Why not? And she was also recently featured in a Pepsi commercial too.
Right, I saw that. That was so fun. Especially like watching all the players fight the Tigers. I was like, this is if this was football, I will watch.
Right.
But
that
it's
was
not
really
football.
cool.
It was a commercial.
Right. But if you are an artist out there and would like to be featured on Home Base Radio, or just let us know about a drop, because we've had different artists across our shows, and so like we try to keep up with y'all, but if you have a certain drop you want to be pushing through our platform, definitely let us know. You can submit your songs over to us through email, but we also have if you're running press releases or interviews, we have promo runs that we can actually help set up a promo run for you. And any new album drops you got, we can help you. We can help lead the way, because a lot of artists, they just drop it and expect it to just go viral or be popular, and that's not how it works at all. So you kind of have to plan things in advance. We recommend at least 3 months in advance to plan for an album release. Don't just drop it 2 days, later after you talk about it and expect it to just do something, because usually doesn't do that.
Got to build up the
right. And then also song analytics. We do music analytics for artists as well. And there is a new feature we're going to be pushing out, and it's for one sheets. So if you want your musical one sheet, we have something going on that will actually, we can send you the one sheet, and we also can create that as like a 1-page website for you too, because we know everybody doesn't necessarily have the funds to invest in a whole full website. So you can have your one sheet page be your website, and it could go to yourartistname.com.
Awesome.
For sure.
A lot of dope
But
stuff.
yeah. A lot of stuff was trending this week.
Is that where we're at? Are we at the? Yeah. Are we at the fin? Roll the credits.
We're at the fin. But I'm always looking forward to like each week to see what might happen, and next week. I'm not really into like drama like that, but at the same time, it's like, man, I'm kind of excited to find out what might happen next week.
Yeah, some good stuff this week.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of good news. Some people being philanthropic out there.
Yes, most definitely.
Or some solutions to some of the drama that occurred already.
That would be nice. That would be a change for sure.
That would be fun. But if
thank
not,
you guys so much. But if not, what? Right, for sure. But yeah, it's been a pleasure, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, we're live, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you check us out on both locations. Make sure you check us out individually. We got our own platforms, Grandmaster Bass Monstar.
Yeah, check me
Where can they
out.
find you?
Instagram at Grandmaster Bass Monstar, on YouTube at Incredicrew Universe, and on TikTok at Grandmaster Bass Monstar. I got a reaction channel. I react to awesome dance battles. I got music coming out for y'all. If y'all want to listen to my mixtape, it's already going right now on Incredicrew Universe at YouTube. So check that out. And just, you can come and follow me for motivational and inspirational tribe energy, bro. I will keep you motivated because I stay motivated. I stay focused, optimistic, and we keep that energy where I be.
That's what's up. And you can follow me on my platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and X, aka Twitter, at official KeyIce. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. Y'all have a great rest of the weekend. And
Oh, yeah.
peace.
Peace out, y'all. Some water.